Hey everyone, I am so excited to read you this book. It's a Cars book. And I don't know if you guys have seen this movie, but it is so good. So let's read the book. Lightning McQueen was a rookie car with big dreams. He wanted to be the next Piston Cup winner, but he had to face some fierce competition. There was Chick Hicks, a cruel competitor, who bumped and crashed his way to each finish line. And there was the King, a fan favorite, 9-time Piston Cup winner. At the racetrack, the green flag dropped and the car sped around the track. Chick angrily slammed into the Lightning, who skidded off the track. Then Chick crashed into another car on purpose. It caused a huge pileup, which was exactly what Chick wanted. He figured the Lightning would never be able to get through the wreckage of cars. But boy was he wrong. Lightning expertly dodged and weaved through the cars. What a spectacular move by Lightning McQueen, the announcer announced. After a few more laps, Lightning drove through the pit spot. Okay, we're going to start over. Lightning McQueen was a rookie race car with big dreams. He wanted to be the next Piston Cup winner. He had some fierce competition. There was a Chick Hicks, a cruel competitor who bumped and crashed his way to each finish line. And there was the King, a fan favorite, 9-time Piston Cup winner. At the racetrack, the green flag dropped and the car sped around the track. Chick angrily slammed into Lightning, who skidded off the track. Then Chick crashed into another car on purpose. It caused a huge pileup. Lightning would never be able to get through the wreckage of the cars. And boy, was he wrong. Lightning expertly dodged and weaved through the cars. And what a spectacular move, Lightning McQueen, the announcer explained. After a few more laps, Lightning drove for a pit stop, but he refused to get his tires changed. With one more lap to go, he had a huge lead. And then, when bang bang, blew 2 of his rear tires. As Lightning dragged himself towards the finish line, Chick and the King caught up. 3 cars crossed the finish line at the same time. It was a 3-way tie. It was decided that the racing officials that there would be a tiebreaker race in California. The cars had 1 week to get to California, and on the way, Lightning got separated from his trailer. He was terrified and completely lost. He tried to get back to the interstate, but ended up on Highway 66 instead. Suddenly, Lightning heard a siren behind him. An old police cruiser was on his tail. Lightning mistook the cruiser's backfires as gunshots and swerved into the little town of Radiator Springs. Panicking, he crashed into everything in sight. He ended up destroying the main street. "Boy, are you in a heap of trouble," Sheriff told him. The following morning, Lightning woke up in an impound lot and then towed into court by a rusty old tow truck named Mater. The residents of Radiator Springs were inside the courtroom, furious at the red race car that had torn up their town. Lightning was surprised that none of them knew who he was. Doc Henderson was a judge, and he told Lightning that he had to repair the road. Lightning couldn't believe it. He didn't have time to do road work. He had to get to California for the race. Lightning was strapped to a huge paving road machine named Bessie. Determined to get out of there as fast as possible, Lightning worked really quickly and really poorly. And when he was done, the road looked terrible. Doc was very angry. "The deal was you fix the road, not make it worse. Now scrape it all off and start again." "Hey, look, Grandpa, I'm not a bulldozer," said Lightning. "I'm a race car." "Then why don't you have a little race, me and you?" Doc suggested. "If you win, you go. If I win, you do the road my way." Lightning thought it would be easiest to win in his racing car. The town gathered that Willie Boutte. Retake that one. The town gathered at Willie's to watch the big challenge, but when the flag dropped, Lightning sped off, and the dust cleared. Doc was still at the starting line. He didn't look worried. Instead, he asked Master to join him for a stroll. Meanwhile, Lightning had raced down the dirt straightaway, and as he approached a turn, he slid out. He rolled off a cliff and landed on a patch of cactuses. Ouch! Up above, Doc yelled down to Lightning, "You drive like you fix roads, lousy." He left Mater to tow the race car. When they got back into town, Lightning honored the deal he had made, and he got busy fixing the road. The next morning, Lightning made a surprising discovery. He had accidentally wandered into Doc's back office and saw 3 piston cups. Doc's was a famous racing car. "How are you, Hudson Hornet?" he explained to Lightning. "How could you have quit at the top of your game?" "You think I quit?" "They quit on me," Doc said angrily. He showed Lightning a newspaper article about a wreck he had been in. And when he got all fixed up and returned to racing, they told him a rookie had to replace him. When the road was finally finished, there was one thing left for Lightning to do. He drove into Luigi's Casaldella tires. Guido had a Lightning pit stop overhaul, and Luigi suggested 4 new white wall tires. Then Lightning visited every shop in town, and he got a brand new paint job at Ramon's body shop. While Lightning was at Radiator Springs, he realized that there was more to life than just racing. Friendship and teamwork were very important too. Before he left for the race to California, there was a time for one last cruise with his new friends. Lightning made it to California and arrived at Los Angeles International Speedway. When the Piston Cup Championship was underway, Lightning tried to concentrate, but he kept thinking of his new friends back in Radiator Springs. He trailed Chick and the King by a full lap, and it seemed that winning wasn't so important to him. Suddenly, Doc's voice came over the radio. Doc had come to California to see Lightning's crew chief. In fact, many of Lightning Radiator Spring friends has come to the race to be part of his pit crew. Lightning zoomed back to the track, and now he was ready to win. Before long, Lightning was in the lead. That's when Chick smashed into the King. The blue car spun into the wall and flipped over and over. Just as Lightning approached the finish line, he glanced at the giant TV screen and saw what had happened to the King, and it reminded him of what happened to Doc. He couldn't let it happen to another great race car. Lightning slammed on his brakes, and while Chick passed him, crossed the finish line to win the race. Lightning drove over to the King, and Lightning put behind the battered car and began pushing the King over to the finish line. The crowd cheered wildly. Even though he didn't win, Lightning was the hero of the day. The end. I hope you guys really enjoyed this book, and I hope you guys are reminded of the Pixar film, The Cars. And if you haven't seen it, I suggest you guys go and watch it. See you guys on our next story time.